Hello, my name is Chad Fagley. I'm a recent San Jose City College graduate who majored in communication studies. I've been at SJCC for the past 2 years and have recently applied to both San Jose State and UC Santa Cruz to continue my educational journey towards becoming a teacher. With the transition from in person to online learning, these past couple of semesters have no doubt been quite a challenge for both teachers and students. The world seemed to turn upside down overnight, and we all had to adjust our lives to this new reality. Learning from home definitely had some upsides to it. On one side, you did not have to wake up early and deal with traffic in the morning, struggle to find parking on campus, and could seemingly just roll out of bed and onto the computer for class in less than a minute. What's not to love about that? But on the other side, most people, if not all of us, did not know what to expect or how to prepare for the Zoom learning environment. Having multiple people trying to talk at once, connection issues, awkward silence in breakout rooms, and people forgetting to mute their mics so you can hear other students' background noise, which causes distractions. We have all experienced these types of issues in the online learning environment. Also, all students have different learning styles. Some are visual and learn by seeing the information, others are auditory learners and can just listen to lectures and absorb the information. Some students need to read and write in order to grasp the material, and the most challenging to accommodate in an online learning environment is the kinesthetic learners who learn by being hands-on. From a teacher's perspective, this must be tough to accommodate each of these learning styles in your online class in order for all your students to be successful. From a student's point of view, I would like to give you my top 5 tips for teachers to try and address these issues and enhance student engagement in your online classes. Number 1 is screen sharing. As much as I'm sure students just love to see your faces fill up their screens as you give lectures, try to make sure you share your screen often so students can focus their attention to the information that you're trying to teach them. Since students are at home, they are surrounded by many distractions such as the TV, other tabs open in their browser, and of course the number one distractor, even in the classroom, their phones. If your face is the only thing they see on their screens, within 5 minutes, I guarantee your voice will transform into background noise and sound like the teacher from Charlie Brown. Number 2, breakout rooms. Breakout rooms are fun and a good way for other students to engage with each other. But not all students are social butterflies and can easily open up to strangers on their computer screens, even though it's their fellow classmates. Breakout rooms can turn into awkward silence rooms real quick. When you have breakout rooms, give students small tasks to complete with each other, like completing questions and then presenting back to the class when the breakout room session ends. This will make the students work together and become more comfortable with each other, which in turn will strengthen the communication amongst each other in the room. Number 3, the whiteboard. The whiteboard feature on Zoom is a fun feature, especially if you like to get creative with drawings. If you're a math teacher, it makes teaching math a lot easier instead of trying to record your whiteboard at home like one of my math instructors did. Letting students use the whiteboard feature to show their questions and demonstrate their explanations is a great way to keep students engaged. Number 4, interactive presentations. Using interactive presentations definitely keeps the students more engaged with the material you are teaching. Using PowerPoint, Google Slides, or Keynote are great tools to use. After each slide, have discussions and questions amongst the students to reaffirm what they've just been taught. Short videos are also good to use. Just make sure they are not too long because you will lose the students' interest to other distractions. If you do use longer videos, pause throughout the video and discuss the section that you just watched. Don't be hesitant to ask students questions to answer. That way you can make sure that they are paying attention. Number 5, polling. Use polls to gather feedback from students, keeping them engaged by asking questions like a mini quiz or using polls to brainstorm ideas within the shared space. If there is a range of subjects you want to discuss for that day, but you can't decide which one to teach, give the students a say in what they will be taught for the day. Giving students a say in the material they are going to be taught makes them feel more like they are a part of the class. I hope these tips were helpful to you and give you a little insight into the mind of a student. Teaching is already a tough job, and having to do that job during a pandemic exponentially increases the difficulty of your job. We students thank you and admire all the work that you do day in and day out. Take care, stay safe, and I can't wait for the day that we can all return back to the classroom. Thank you.